Mommy's here. Hey, Mommy's here. You wanna go look? Go look. Mommy's here.
Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on another SEC rival, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Gators will put total leather to crank us up. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Mississippi State's return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. And I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Makes his connection. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Florida Gators offense will try to get something started with their first possession. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
The express headed to the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Might as well give it to him again. Pulled down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out.
Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Hold, open.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. The give to the tailback. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Typically, when you see a draw play, you don't think of it being forced outside.
No, you want those defensive ends to run upfield and run downhill inside. The object is to get those guys pass rushing and running out of their gaps so you can run the ball right where they were at. That play had absolutely no chance of success.
And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's the handoff. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Running back goes in motion. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Right back to the well. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, look out. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. The Gators have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this can get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Buys a little time with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. If that running back wore a half-size bigger shoe, that's an incomplete pass, but he got a foot down.
He got it down. Nice body control, and you see so many running backs work with wide receivers now in practice because they're such good route runners, and you could tell the awareness was fully there near the sidelines to get that little toe in bounds, maybe.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Pocket starts to collapse. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
The give from the gun. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep in their own end. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass, it's Pitts. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. He wants to throw. Going deep. Got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The field goal is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll open the second half with a run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
He's got an open man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Grabs it in the middle. At the 45 on his way. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Grabbed over the middle. It's House. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll try the run. Just steamrolling the defense. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Mississippi State, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. And the
Is brought
down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
A pickup of 8. Good enough for a first down.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
Mississippi State, 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Let's go! They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the fourth quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Gators! And the pummeling has started. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, the quarterback's got to do a better job with the clock going off in his head, guys. I mean, he had all day to throw that. He could have worked through his progressions twice, but because he held it too long, he got hit, and that forced the incompletion.
Coming after it. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no...
Oh, what a grab by the defense! Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have to... Line getting set on second down. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and